Let's take a look at some general strategies for proving trigonometric identities. So here are three trigonometric identities, and in order to prove them, I want to show through a careful set of algebraic steps that the left-hand side equals the right-hand side. What makes proving trigonometric identities interesting is that there are different paths that we could take to make that connection. And so there are choices that we can make, and different people could make different choices and come up with equally valid proofs. And so let's look at some general strategies, things to think about, that could help us prove identities like this. We can do algebra. So if there's a fraction to combine, to add, or subtract, we could do that. We can cancel common factors, multiply out expressions. Any sort of algebraic manipulation that seems like something that would make sense to do, we could try to do that. Because of the relationships that exist among trigonometric functions, we can use identities that we've already established to make substitutions and replace part of an expression with something else, and that can sometimes help us make connections between the sides of an identity. If nothing else seems to work, we can always convert everything to sines and cosines, and that sometimes helps us create some algebraic steps that we can then do. We can always multiply by 1, and in this situation 1 would maybe take the form of something like tangent of x divided by tangent of x. We can factor. If there are common factors, it might help to pull those out, or if there's a difference of two squares, if there's the sum or difference of cubes, or other sort of factoring processes that we could do, that might help. Something that is a little hard to see, but sometimes it's very useful to add a specially chosen form of 0. So if I add an expression, like a representing some expression, if I add an expression and then subtract it as well, it can sometimes set up an algebraic factorization or something else that can help us move along our way. And most importantly, we want to keep our eye on the target. So if I'm trying to turn the left-hand side of an expression into the right-hand side, seeing what's on that other side can help guide the choices that we make. So think about the list of suggested strategies that we just talked through, and try to think about which strategy would maybe work in each of these situations. After you take a few minutes to do that, feel free to click on the links that continue the discussion of these identities. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.